Hey everybody, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Here's how this works. You send me your questions, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, or any social media platform you can think of, like any. Challenge me. If I'm not on it, I'll probably get on it. I will keep you anonymous, and I will make a video response if the question is good, or if it's interesting, or if I happen to be bored that day and need to come out with a video. So lately I've been doing 1 or 2 videos a day because you guys have been sending in really good questions. So thank you for that. Keep them coming. So here's one. It says, "Hi Dan, I have been in this industry for 2 years as a data analyst, but I also have some CRA experience. So here's my challenge. I have been offered a new position as a relationship manager and some business development. I need to know what this job entails, and if you can provide me with some learning material, that would be awesome. I want to be really good in this position. The passion is brewing. Your help is needed. I was surfacing the internet last night and came across your website. I'm happy I did." Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you for checking me out and subscribing. So I talk about this a lot, actually. Relationship manager, business development. It sounds like, and I don't know what type of organization you work for because I tried to type in the domain from your email address, but it led me to some other weird company. I'm assuming you work for a CRO or something similar to a CRO because you had some CRA experience. Okay, so these CROs, okay, their customers are the pharmaceutical companies, the biotech companies, the sponsors that create the clinical trials and then hire organizations like yours to conduct the trial. And then you know what the CROs do is they find the sites, they manage the sites, the investigators, and they make sure that the protocol is being followed. There's a lot more that I left out, but I have videos covering this topic elsewhere. So your job as a relationship manager in business development is exactly what it sounds like. Your task is gonna be to find more customers and to keep them happy. Okay, sounds very easy, but it's very challenging. Oftentimes, these positions pay a lot more than just the typical CRA because you bring more value to the organization if you're good, okay? And usually there's a base salary and then there's a commission for someone who's doing business development. This is true whether it's at a site, a research clinic, an SMO, a CRO, sponsors. Although sponsors' customers are different and they have a different structure. But there's usually a commission involved, and that's where the good business development people make the majority of their money from, is the commission. So if you think you have it in you to get a lot of business for your organization, I would say go ahead and do this. I would ask them what the salary is because CRAs make pretty good money, and even the data analysts make pretty good money, and you don't have to worry about being a salesman or a saleswoman. Now, if that is what you like and you're interested in a challenge, because business development is a challenge, there is a bigger reward. And usually they must have offered you this position for some reason, because companies don't need that many biz dev people. Like a CRO, they would need more CRAs than they would need business development people. So there's like a hierarchy there, and they're totally separate departments. One is operations, and one is sales and marketing, which is actually more along the lines of what I do, although I do a fair amount of operations as well. So I wrote a book, How to Get More Studies for Your Clinical Research Site. If you go on my blog and you, on one of the tabs, it says Get More Studies, and it's like a 2-hour video on how to get more studies or more work for your clinical research company. Longtime followers of the podcast and the show know that I'm all about numbers. It's a numbers game. You've got to follow up with everybody. You've got to go on clinicaltrials.gov every single day and take advantage of that free tool. You've got to do all these different kinds of things in order to get more business for your company. So that's the advice I have for you there. Now, there's all kinds of other things you can do. There's face-to-face interaction with your customers. So there's trade shows, and I go through all of this in my video. But that would be my advice for you. You got to really know your strengths, and if you feel like you're not a salesperson, because that's what business development is, and relationship manager is kind of the same thing. You're going to be dealing with your current customers, and you're going to see if they have future studies they want to work with you, because sponsors, guess what? Sponsors switch CROs all the time. I've been through this from the research site perspective. On multiple occasions, a sponsor has canceled a study with one CRO and gave the same protocol to another CRO because they were not happy with that CRO, with that particular CRO. So that's what I would do if I was you, biz dev and relationship manager. So it sounds like you'll be doing both, maintaining your current customers, keeping them happy, making sure you're getting future business from them, seeing what your organization is not doing that the sponsor would want you to do, seeing what you are doing well and continue to do that, and make sure that you keep your accounts happy before they decide to switch over, because they do it all the time. And then biz dev is sales, getting studies. So hopefully this helps. If you have more questions, send me more in relation to this topic, and let me know how it goes. Okay, this is Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Take care.